Alright, what is up everyone? Today I'm going to be showing you how to start strong in Good Game Empire, even if you just made your account. If you just created your castle and you feel overwhelmed, don't worry. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly what to build, what to upgrade, and what to avoid. So let's jump in. When you first start in Good Game Empire, your biggest priority is going to be resources. You're going to need wood, stone, food, coins. Here's the key. Cutters, stone quarries, early. Always keeping your farmhouses producing food. So the more farmhouses you have this early in the game, the better. If your food ever hits zero, your soldiers starve, and that's really just a disaster early in the game. A good tip I can give you is don't spend your resources randomly. Upgrade your production buildings first before decorating or rushing your military buildings. Building smart is also a very good idea. Space inside your castles matter. Try to keep resources buildings grouped together by category. Woodcutters together, stone quarries together, farmhouses together, etc. Upgrade your storage so you don't waste overflow. So if your storage is capped out at 6,000 per se, you're not going to have enough space to store any extra resources. So all that resources is just going to waste. Place decorations in your castle to increase your public order. The more decorations you have, the more public order, which means the happier your people are inside of your castle. This will ensure that they are producing more resources, more food, which is key to maintaining a bigger army. So, yes, don't ignore the decorations. They look cosmetic, but are actually super important for your long term growth in the game. Um, Military basics, learning about your troops, how to place your troops, where to place your troops is very important. Focus on completing quests, attacking your robber baron castles in the beginning. Learning your unit's strengths and weaknesses, whether or not they're a ranged soldier, melee soldier, defense soldier. You don't want to send a defensive soldier out on an attack to a robber baron castle because unfortunately they're just going to get wiped out. So that's one thing. Don't rush into attacking other players unless you're ready. So if you have 10 spearmen, for example, don't go attack a level 25, 15. Just don't do it. You're not going to win with 10 spearmen. Have a good army. Get a variety of ranged and melee soldiers in your attack setup. So, yes, build a small, steady army before trying to go big immediately. It will help you in the long run. Joining an alliance. This is going to be huge. Joining an alliance gives you protection, advice from experienced players, event rewards, and backup during server/alliance wars. Joining an alliance is going to give you support for resources, help, just anything in general. Just having somebody there to guide you through the game is a very, very good key point in the game because, you're going to need help eventually. So having an alliance, just, you know, an active alliance is very important to keep and maintain your growth in the game. Then moving on to things like events and progressing through the game like that. Events are some of the greatest ways you can grow in the game quickly. Participating in like the kingdom events, alliance tournaments, LTMs, limited time challenges, so LTCs. Even if you don't finish high, the rewards are going to add up significantly over time compared to if you weren't playing these events. You're gonna build up a stronger military very quickly. You're gonna be building up more resources, and you're just gonna get a stronger grasp of the game quicker if you play events early on. Consistency is always going to be rushing, so even if you're at a low level, try to stay at a low level and continuously focus on the events because that's what's going to get you the most, points, the most success in your level division. So think of every like 10 levels as a certain division. You're just trying to be the best you can at those levels that you're at. All right, and that's going to be your beginner roadmap for Good Game Empire, starting Good Game Empire in 2026. If this helped you, drop a like and subscribe. I'll be making more strategy guides, PvP breakdowns, and event tips. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I might just answer them in the next video. All right, I'll see you around. Thanks for watching.